Bruce Lee's goal was to share to the East and to the West the beauties of both cultures. That was his passion, that was his goal, that was his drive, and he couldn't finish it because, to be honest, I think what actually killed him was trying to remove his sweat glands. And you just can't people please, and that's not good for your health. Anyway, so I got this sweatshirt a while ago because I really love this picture of Bruce Lee. But of course it's got this PRC here. And I'm just noticing what they're saying is so goofy. As you think, so shall you become. Actually, it should say, as you think, so you are. And then it says, Bruce Lee explains why showing off is the fool's idea of glory. Well, I don't think he ever said that. Or that's just a strange way to co-opt his image. And then a new approach, People's Republic of Clothing. And it's just this, how to be authentic. Oh, brother. This is really lame. Now, here's some old vintage Chinese blouse. Like, China used to actually be able to make really nice things like canvas shoes, some really nice cotton pajamas, bamboo furniture, before they were told to be ashamed of being peasants, taken off their bikes and sent to work in the factories, which is very inhumane, to diss nature and farming. Now, I went to a museum for the first time when I went to Hong Kong a couple of years ago. The museum was empty, and it had the Bruce Lee exhibit, and it had some beautiful old Chinese, like they used to make these, even just a clothing hook 1,000 years ago was made out of this white jade, and it was looking like a grasshopper. Like they really, everything that was a celebration of the natural world, whether it's insects, flowers, that kind of a thing. Now that's the real China that my ancestors know, or that I know. Like, no matter what, I will never buy into the unnatural world, the digital world, and so on. Anyway, so now the creepy thing is that someone told me recently that the Han Chinese, I haven't even heard that word before, but I look it up and it seems like most of Chinese claim to be Han. They look down on Cantonese speakers because it sounds too unsophisticated and loud and noisy and happy talk. But actually, that's the fun language, and I think that Mandarin sounds just even more ridiculous than Cantonese. If they're gonna pull that on the Cantonese people, I wonder if anyone knows that. But it's because of the Cantonese speakers that people like Chinese people at all, because those are the people that built the Chinatowns, and that's who the Bruce Lees are, and that's who the Chinese were way back when, were all the Cantonese ones. And so what if there was a little bit of ribbing at the cost of some Chinese people? We can take it. Everybody can take a little bit of joking around and ribbing. We can't be a thin-skinned humanity. So anyways, all this embarrassment and shame is the root of a lot of evil. This shame stuff that they're trying to pull, which is... So anyways, I just want people to realize that that's not cool, to kind of co-opt people and disrespect them when they have actually paved the way. And people really got to watch where their pride is coming from, because it's unfounded. Bruce Lee earned his love from the world. And he saved my ass. Back in 1973, I was just a little kid, and I was going to get bullied. I was in a tough little town, New Westminster, and some kid said, "Oh, you're part Chinese?" And I'm like, "Oh, yeah." I was trying to hide it all the time, but he goes, "Oh, Bruce Lee, that's cool." So yeah, Bruce Lee really saved my hide. But other than that, I had to look after my own, and I fight for my own rights. Nobody gives me my rights, or fights for my rights as a minority or as a woman, and then co-opts them and then hands them back to me, wanting me to say thank you. No way. Don't ever let anyone pull that one on you. Bye.